Alrighty, what is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video. This one is from More Parz. I mean, you guys might know him as the Australian animal guy. That mostly does shorts. This one's actually a long form video, 14 minutes. The Toad That Broke Australia. So I've pretty much watched all of his shorts. So this is the first time I see a long form video, and the first time I've been able to catch one where I can just do a reaction to it. Because I've watched all his shorts already, there's no point in watching those in a reaction. I already watched all of them. So let's see what this toad was. Toad that broke Australia. What did it do?
Australia is home to some of the deadliest animals on the planet.
Yep.
But what if I told you there's one creature they all fear? An invasive species, millions strong, wiping out native animals that we are locked in combat with to this very day. What kind of vile beast is capable of spreading such reckless hate? The answer is this fat fucking toad.
Oh god, is this the toad that literally will eat anything that, or try to eat anything that fits in his mouth? And is also poisonous, so it doesn't get eaten by anything else? Is that what it is? I don't remember.
But how did this war begin? Well, to answer your question, we're gonna have to go way
Is it just me or is my quality like really low?
back. The year is 1866. We are in the land down
Damn,
under,
that is
and our story begins
a long
the
time
same
ago.
way many tragedies
Hello.
do, with the British.
Of course.
You see, having gone hippity-hoppity, your ancestral home is now my property, around 90 years back, the Brits were in full swing,
Just 90 years,
colonising
huh?
the country. And part of that included agriculture. Now, they brought with them many crops, but the important one in this story is sugarcane. Sugar was valuable, not only for trade, but also because, well, the fucking tea isn't going to sweeten itself, is it?
I mean, it might.
But you see,
That's a long
sugarcane
slurp.
only grows in the heat, which ruled out the south of the country. It also likes humid environments, which ruled out Western Australia.
Literally
Left
Mad
them
Max,
with one
okay.
option. And so, the cane farmers loaded up their first Stardew Valley save in Queensland in 1866. But the farmers ran into an issue. You see, Queensland is home to these nifty little bugs called Dermalopida albahertum.
What the hell?
These are native beetles that
Beetles?
hit their macros by munching on plant leaves. So when cane farmers joined the Queensland Minecraft server and set up a f***ing Hermitcraft-sized farm, the beetles
They
were
loved
in
that,
heaven
didn't they?
and
Yeah,
set
they
to
did.
work demolishing the plant leaves. Now, funnily enough, the adult bugs weren't actually the problem. Sugarcane leaves
a larvae?
full value. But the problem is that with such an abundant food source, the bugs started multiplying, laying their eggs around the base of the plants. These eggs hatched into larvae.
And they would eat the
unlike
plants?
grown-ups, these little worms don't eat the leaves. They eat the roots.
Oh,
And so the sugarcane
That's
starts
far
getting
worse.
absolutely fucking spit roasted. And the farmers can do nothing but watch as sugarcane yield plummets through the floor along with their profits.
well,
This whole
time
situation
to get the hell out of Australia then.
really pissed off the farmers, who banded together, went to the Australian government, and told them to fucking fix it. Sir, a horde of creatures is destroying the cane fields. And so, the Queensland government founded the Bureau of Sugar Experimentation Stations, or the BSES, in 1900.
That's
this team
okay.
of crack scientists then immediately set out trying to solve the very same issue every single Factorio player faces. This place is covered in bugs. They are breaking my shit. How do I violently slaughter the local wildlife in order to expand capitalism and my profit margins? The BSES
Toads.
pondered this question for 25 fucking years. They tried
right, okay.
spraying chemical insecticides.
Damn.
Didn't work.
25
they tried
years.
injecting insecticides into the soil. Didn't work.
That
They
didn't work?
tried
Really?
releasing the fucking cordyceps fungus. And
Oh.
it still didn't work. Then,
Huh,
one day
that's
in the
interesting.
office, while pondering this question, someone had an idea. Okay,
25 years
we
later.
are getting outmaneuvered by the cast of Bugs Life. Someone in this office, please give me anything.
How about a giant frog?
What about cane toads?
Cane toads.
What? Cane toads. Those big fucking fat things that exist in the cane fields in Hawaii. I mean, it's a frog.
Hawaii,
They
huh?
eat bugs. We just
The fuck was that?
an invasive species to fix a
course.
problem caused by an invasive species. I mean,
And then
what
just have a
could
different problem.
possibly go wrong?
Everything. Yeah.
And so,
Everything.
in June of 1936,
Everything could go wrong.
2,400
Jesus.
brave cane divers were deployed to the fields to deal with the arthropod menace.
What did that 2,400 become now?
But, there's just one small issue.
Mm-hmm.
Cane toads were fucking dog shit. Yeah, funnily enough, big, fat, slow, ground-dwelling toads were not exactly the smartest solution to deal with beetles that spend the majority of their adult life 6 meters off the fucking ground.
Yeah, that didn't work.
I have the high ground. On top of that, cane toads don't dig for food either, so they didn't eat the larvae. Now, this all sounds like information that should have come up during the research and study phase of the plan.
Yes,
This,
probably.
however, implies that there was a research and study phase.
Oh,
The
God.
BSCS did not conduct a single fucking study on environmental impact before releasing an army of cane toads.
So essentially, it just went, frogs eat bugs. Let's get some frogs. Okay. Genius.
Are you fuck?
That sounds about right.
Complete absence of brain cells caused a rather spectacular domino effect of ecological f***ups, and it's going to teach you a valuable lesson about invasive species.
Oh,
you see, while the
boy.
cane toads barely ate what they were supposed to, they did eat.
Everything
and
else?
as incredibly large omnivorous toads,
God damn,
they
they're
ate
huge.
practically anything they could fit into their mouths.
That's what I thought. And probably part of that, some of that sugar cane they were trying to protect too, didn't they? Didn't they?
Rats, mice,
Jesus.
snails, baby birds. It was the toad equivalent of f***ing Kirby. And then, not unlike the exact problem they were brought here to solve,
Called it.
with all that
Called it.
food, they started reproducing. A lot.
Yeah.
In fact, female cane toads can lay anywhere between 8,000 to 30,000 fucking eggs
Jesus
per clutch.
Christ.
But I mean, this should not be too much of a problem.
How many of those make it to
Australia is home
adulthood?
to some of the deadliest creatures on the planet. Surely, the local wildlife has this under control.
They're poisonous
what?
too, aren't they?
Yeah, cane toads, they're poisonous.
Yep.
Those little bulges on the shoulder, those are parotid glands, and they are packed to the brim with bufotoxin.
Bufotoxin.
No, that's not a
That's
D's
a-
nuts
that's-
joke.
Bufo these nuts, okay.
Now, whenever the adult toads are threatened, they will squirt this white, sticky fluid out of the glands.
Ugh.
And when ingested, it does two things. One, makes you trip absolute balls thanks to the hallucinogenic bufotenin. And two,
That should be fun.
the other ingredient,
Straight up
bufogen,
kills you.
just straight up gives you a fucking heart attack.
Oh, that's wonderful.
It's important to note that this toxin is also present in their eggs and tadpoles. Now, in their natural habitat, this isn't as much of a problem because everything around them has had thousands of years to get good and deal with this fuck-ass poison
Okay.
build by
No.
either developing immunity or learning to eat around the glands. But Australia is not their ecosystem.
Nope.
And despite all of the deadly animals we've got, they have had a grand total of 5 minutes to adapt to the presence of the fucking Calid toad.
And that's
Now,
not going to
quick
happen.
question for the class. What happens to an animal population when there is nothing to eat it?
Oh,
it
it
gets bigger.
explodes like a motherfucker.
And so, shortly after being introduced, a rapidly expanding tyrannid swarm of toads began to spread across
Toad
the
sweep.
country. The BSCS noticed this and did fucking nothing.
Of course they did.
because it technically didn't affect the sugar cane. The swarm spread further,
That's about right for a government agency.
occupying all inhabitable parts of Queensland, and they were laying so many fucking eggs that their clutches began polluting the waterways like a bufotoxin
Really?
teabag.
Oh, well,
killing native
goddamn.
fish, as well as any animals that drank from the water. The BSES did nothing. Those
Not
eggs
surprising.
hatched into tadpoles, which started killing more fish. The BSES
Did nothing.
still did nothing. The swarm advanced, breaching into the Northern Territory and New South Wales.
Wow.
When questioned, the BSES insisted the toads were doing their jobs and everything was fine. By the
Again, sounds about right for a government agency.
1980s, the toads were now starving out or just fucking eating local wildlife and one-shotting anything that tried to eat them.
God damn.
And considering at this
That
point,
was one hell of a picture.
there were 5 fucking million of them, that happened a lot. So,
Yeah.
with local wildlife being absolutely
What was that, 50 years for we go to 25? It was like 19... Well, it's like 1930, wasn't it, when they introduced? I don't remember. I think that's what he said.
decimated, the BSES was forced to acknowledge that maybe, just maybe,
Listen,
I think I fucked up.
we fucked up.
Yep.
but, oh well, everyone makes mistakes. Nothing we can do about it. No,
Yeah, mate.
they left it for the government to clean up. Sir, a second horde of creatures has escaped the cane field. Fuck! Yeah, they realised just how much damage was being done, and in 1986 began funneling federal funds into controlling the population.
Of
They
course.
tried trapping and physically removing the toads, but unless they had 5 million traps, that wasn't going to do shit. Biological warfare was proposed in the form of releasing
probably gonna-
viruses and parasites.
That's probably going to kill everything else around there as well. And there's no guarantee that'll kill just the toads. Or kill the toads at all in general.
But was shot down because it would do just as much damage to the native wildlife.
Yep.
And so, the toad front continues to advance to this day. So where
That's
does
not
that
shocking.
leave us? Short answer is kind of fucked. Cane toads now threaten a total of 75 native species, and they've even driven populations of animals like the northern quoll to complete extinction in parts of the country they infest.
God
And
fucking
with the
damn.
population now sitting at 200 fucking million toads, that infestation
Fuck.
is spreading, with predictions
Yeah,
showing
no surprise.
they will be fucking up ecosystems in 5 states in the near future. And given that they have amassed a population 10 times the size of the humans in Australia, the
Oh,
government
goddamn.
has completely fucking abandoned the fight for eradication, switching
course they
focus
have.
to harm reduction, using bait toads covered in non-lethal but unpleasant substances to try to teach local wildlife that toad bad. On top of this, the government has encouraged the broader public to, just fucking kill the toads. You are supposed to do it
Put out a bounty. Give them some amount of cash per toad. Those suckers will be gone in 10 years.
humanely by catching them and sticking them in a freezer for 48 hours.
Fuck no. Shoot it.
Most people don't want a frog taking up their freezer space.
Yeah,
So
no,
they
I
just
wouldn't
use a
either.
golf club or a car.
Driving in my car right after
And with this being Australia, our wildlife is also putting up a fight. Keelback snakes, for example, are immune to their venom, and Ricali and magpies have learned to flip them onto their backs before getting a feed. Now, jokes aside, you want to know
Smart.
who I feel genuinely f***ing awful for? The toads. They didn't ask for any of this shit.
Yeah,
They
no.
just got dumped onto a random island and did their thing, and now they are being actively hunted. No. The assholes in this story
Are the BSES.
BSES and the cane growers. Because you may be thinking, why were they allowed to do this shit in the first place? Well, that's the neat part.
They weren't?
They weren't. The federal
Fucking hell.
government banned the fucking idea when they came up for it in 1935.
Okay.
Based on the advice of entomologists who rightly presumed the toads would become a bigger fucking issue than the beetles. But the BSCS
And they still did
and
it.
the cane growers lobbied to have the ban lifted in 1936. We are stuck in permanent toad combat because these dickheads looked at scientific advice and went, nah-uh. You have got to be fucked.
Oh, that
Merry
sounds
Christmas.
about fucking right for people. So especially, oh my god, they just saw frogs eat bugs and decided this was the best idea. Probably because it also has the name cane toad. It's like, oh, it's a cane toad, and it's found in sugar canes in Hawaii. They must be able to eat shit and protect our fucking sugar cane.
Happy holidays, and thank you so much for
This
watching.
fucking-
This is the
wow.
first crack I have taken at a long form on this channel, and I'm not going to lie, I had a lot of fun working on it, so I hope you enjoyed.
Really?
Also, a
I
quick
did.
announcement if anyone missed it. We're partnered with Gamer Subs now. The link
Oh,
in the
well,
code
shit. Look
is
at
in
that.
the description. So go grab yourself a tub, man. Also, just want to thank each and every one of you watching this for literally changing my life. That will never not mean the world to me, so thank you. Hope you all have a bloody fantastic rest of your holiday period, and I will see you all next time.
Or next year. But yeah, no, that was a very interesting watch, if not kind of depressing. Because I'm pretty sure that's happened to many countries all over this world. And it's probably going to continue happening. Because people are stupid. Very stupid. And I am no exception to that. But anyway, yeah, I hope he does more long form videos. That was definitely a fun watch. And yeah, thank you all for joining me. Until next time, goodbye.